Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are pleased to be here at Ace Couriers Hazels Inc. to receive a donation of electrical supplies. The Ministry of Transport and Works last year in May would have officially launched a program for reinspection, and it coincided with Electrical Safety and Awareness Month. And during that presentation, we were graced with the presence of the principals involved with the supply of numerous electrical inputs for safe installation of electrical fixtures in homes. And they would have presented on their equipment as part of that week. And the ministry has been in touch with that supplier. Of course, they are interested in the safety of Vincentians and their households, and they would have been gracious in providing a number of items. This evening we are really pleased to be here to receive it. On behalf of the ministry as the PS, I'm actually happy that they have fulfilled it, and we are very grateful for the support of the Couriers brand, because they have facilitated the shipment of this equipment from the supplier. So without Couriers this afternoon, we would not have been able to be here to receive this. So on behalf of the ministry, I would like to personally thank the Couriers company for facilitating this, and they took care of all of the cost to have it landed in St. Vincent. Of course, the government would have played a part in the waiver of duties, but this equipment is going to go a very long way, because we have recognized that there are a number of households in St. Vincent that have gone past what we would call the period of safe installation. After 10 years, it is required that houses are re-inspected to make sure that the appliance load is commensurate with the quality of the electrical installation. Of course, nothing lasts forever. More than that, we have discovered that quite a number of our households are unable to afford some of the improvements that are required for their own safety. And as such, the program that the ministry devised, aided with a lot of work put in by the Electrical Inspector Acting, Ms. Hetlin Francis, we would have come up with a program that can assist the indigent and the poor to have these new installations in their homes. And Ms. Hetlin Francis is going to come later and explain all of those details to you. But on behalf of the Ministry of Transport and Works and the government of St. Vincent, I would like to thank ACE. And I want to just introduce at this time our minister, because he has been one who has been pushing us to, improve our output, to lift the standard of our electrical. As a matter of fact, he has always been agitating for the continued re-inspection program on an annual basis. And here we have it. We're going to ask him to come now and just share a few words with you.
Thank you very much, PS, and pleasant COVID greetings to you. Pleased to be here at ACE. I'm glad that ACE can accommodate us in such a comfortable and pretty surroundings. This program has been talked about for years. I've been in the ministry for 15 years, 5 in housing, and I think every single year that I've been there, this matter has entered the budgetary process, and got to the budgetary process but never really got implemented. And the former electrical inspector retired last year, and they say if you have a job to get done and you can't get it done by men, give it to a woman and see what happens. And Hetlin Francis, who's my namesake, took up the position of acting electrical inspector about a year plus months ago. Year and 4 months, Hetlin? Almost 2 years, as long as that. And she has achieved what men have tried and failed at in the past. And a component of this reinspection of government buildings is to help. We are trying to get away from the old time fuse box and exposed wiring in the houses, which changing the types of plugs and so on and whatnot. And as you see in the background here, these are donation from, what's the name of the firm, Etlin? Electrium. And this will be 40 households that we will be rewiring for this year, and 40 more, 40 for each year over the next 2 years. So we'll be covering about 120 houses. Those houses naturally that can't afford to do the rewiring themselves. So I want to congratulate Hetlin, Mrs. Hetlin Francis, and her team. She still has a couple men on the team, but I'm glad that she is now heading the team so we can get the work done. So Hetlin, this is your day, not my day, and you are the one who need to speak to the people about this program. So let us welcome Hetlin and congratulate you and your team for getting this far. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. The Electrical Inspectorate Division, with its task and responsibility in ensuring the safety of all electrical installation and apparatus in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Last year, we embarked on an electrical safety awareness program with the theme, Electrical Safety is Everybody's Business. We were guided by the 18th edition Standard of Wiring, which is the latest British standard requirements of electrical installation. During our awareness program, we realized that there are still over 100 plus homes in St. Vincent and the Grenadines who have the first standard of electrical wiring, which is the reusable fuse, or we know them as the fuse boards. Last year, our independent theme was Renewal at 40. So our department decided that we are going to do a project where we can at least renew 40 homes, retrofit and upgrade with the 18th edition of electrical wiring. We were happy to have with us last year in our awareness program, Electrium, and they were happy when we told them that we are going to embark on a project and renew 40 homes, and they came on board and partner with us. Today, we are proud to have Crabtree switches and outlets, Crabtree button lamp holders, Wilex 5-way consumer units with RCD protection to be handed to these 40 homeowners. The department welcomes today's launching and the transformation it would bring to these homes. So we say thank you especially to Electrium Sales Limited England in the persons of Mr. Alistair Ethan and Mr. Merlin Norving. We say thank you. This shipment was also made possible through couriers, and I must say a special thank you to Mr. Brian Judge, who when we wrote to him, welcome to partner with us to have the shipment here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Remember, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, electrical safety is still everybody's business.
Electrium are one of our major suppliers of electrical consumer units and accessories. So, like everyone, because of COVID, the representatives Alistair and Merlin are unable to travel, and as Minister mentioned, I think they're very eager and keen to get ahead with the program, so they cannot wait the 6 to 8 weeks that it might take them possibly before they get there. So on behalf of Electrium, they said they're really glad to be associated with it. They believe it's a great venture, 40 years, and they were glad to be associated. They've been here for about 60 years in the region and are major suppliers of electrical goods and products. And what they do want to do is wish the government all the best for the project, and that we were also from Correa's Hazels were glad to partner with them as well to make it a reality.
On behalf of the Electrical Inspectorate Division in the Ministry of Transport and Works, we would like to thank the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, by extension, Minister of Transport and Works, Honorable Julian Francis, Mr. Alistair Eaton and Mrs. Merlin Norville of Electrium Sales UK Limited, United Kingdom, Mr. Brian George of Correa's Hazel Inc. Limited, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the press, and everyone who ventured here today to be with us. It is an opportunity for us as human beings to not only say the words, being our brother's keeper, but show the actions. So at this handing over ceremony, we want to express our sincerest thank you to everyone that partnered here with us to make this a reality. Thank you.